My name is Anya Kearns, and I'm a captain at Endeavor Air, a wholly owned subsidiary of Delta Airlines. Currently fly the CRJ 700-900 aircraft out of Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm so excited to share my story with all of you. One thing is, I'm very much like everyone that's watching this video right now. We all came from a family, a home, and we're all embarking on this journey that we have a dream of accomplishing. Mine was always to travel. I was excited about traveling since I was a little girl, and I used to tell my mom about that all the time. Aviation always fascinated me, and I wanted to be a part of it, just didn't know where I necessarily fit. So at about 14 years old, my mom discovered a program that's called Aviation Career Enrichment out here in Atlanta. I became part of that program, and I flew my first plane at 14 and fell in love. I have been flying ever since, and I would not change a thing. So from there, I continued to look at other programs, which included ACE Academy, which is thrown by OBAP, and it's nationwide. So there's many different ACE Academies out there. I definitely recommend going. It teaches you all different parts of aviation and aerospace, and travel usually comes with those opportunities as well. So I went there, and then I continued by going to the Solo Flight Academy, which at 17 years old allowed me to fly an airplane by myself. Now, mandatory age is 16, but I was 17, and I was still absolutely amazed by what I experienced. I could not believe shortly after I got my driver's license, I was flying an airplane all alone. It was an amazing experience, and it continued to make me want to fly and become an airline pilot. With the goal of being a Delta pilot one day, I went to Middle Georgia State University, where I dual majored in air traffic control management and flight management. In 2013, I did graduate, but unfortunately, there are some times that things do not happen the way that you plan. I'm sure all of us have been through that. Mine was I left school without my license to continue my journey as an airline pilot. Unfortunately, I did not have the finances to continue on. I came from a single family household, so it was just me, my mom, and my little sister. We did not have the finances available to us at that time. It was a really tough time in the industry and in the world, and there weren't a lot of finances available to be able to continue me in that process. So I had to get creative, and sometimes that happens, but I'm thankful for that experience because I can share that all with you. I went to several OBAT members to tell them that I needed help. I needed help to continue this journey. So on top of my odd jobs, I also became a flight attendant. And during that time, I was just asking and asking for someone to help me on top of me saving money to continue flying. An opportunity presented itself, and I became an intern at a company that paid for the rest of my flight training and paid me while I was there. It was an absolute miracle. Without that program, I don't know if I'd be sitting here today, or at least I don't think I would be sitting here at this age that I currently am, which is amazing. From there, I became a flight instructor out here in Atlanta. I did some flying for private airplanes, only sat about 10 people in the plane, including me. So it was some small flying all around the Cape area, all around St. Louis, and just different places. So from both, I had a lot of different experiences in aviation, and I wouldn't change it for the world. It was a struggle at times to try and figure out how to become an airline pilot because of finances, but also I had to move away from home. I moved 12 different places, and I was uncomfortable in several of those situations because I was by myself. It was just me, and I went to go conquer the world basically. But one of the things that I always wanted to do was travel, and now I got to live in a lot of different places as well. So experience is the best teacher, and I learned a lot. So I'm excited because I'm able to say that I am now an airline pilot. At 24 years old, I became a first officer at Endeavor Air, and at 27, I upgraded to captain. So not only was I able to continue that process of being an airline pilot, but now I'm in charge of making sure that people get from point A to point B safely. I would say not only my dream becoming a reality, but this career has afforded me so many things. My family has been able to travel. I've traveled all over the world. I will continue to travel all over the world, not just for work, but for leisure as well. It's been an absolutely amazing journey. Also, my goal and my dream of becoming a Delta Airlines pilot has come to fruition. I just finished my interview and I will be starting at Delta Airlines as a first officer very soon. So I'm so excited to share all of that information with you all, because sometimes it's not easy. Sometimes it doesn't work as planned, just as you may have wanted to make a certain grade in school or make a certain team and you didn't make it. Guess what? You still are able to go after all the other dreams that you have. You still are able to try again another time later on in your life. There are so many things that you can still do and you can still accomplish. You just have to get a little creative. So I thank you all for paying attention to me today, and I hope that I see you all in the friendly skies, or at least as a passenger somewhere.